What is up, guys? Welcome to another live session. Today is September 11th, 2019, and let's get to it. This week has been pretty good. Let's just start off. We have USD yen. I was gonna say something about what kind of run we've been on the last couple of weeks. Before I start that, I do want to say something about the portal. So, when you log into the portal at 11 a.m. Eastern, or if you log in a few minutes before, and you click the New York live session button, and you don't see the play button, just refresh the page once or twice before you see that play button, and you should be able to stream the live session. So just a heads up. If you're watching this, so for tomorrow and onward, when you log in, because I go live at different time, I might go live at 11:59 or 11, or maybe 2 seconds before you logged on, and so in that case, to align the times of the live and you pressing play, just refresh it, and you should be good to go. But USD yen has hit our take profit pretty much to the pip. This was a pretty much no drawdown entry, and let's actually go to the hourly so we can see the play-by-play. This trade setup was given Monday, and if you can see, we entered at 107.179 on the signal, and we first went up to around 27 pips into profit, and then we came very, very close to our entry. So if you put my cursor there, 107.203, but we did not get stopped out, and since then we went straight to our take profit. Let me zoom in. I mean, the accuracy is ridiculous here. Our take profit was 107.840, or I think 820. I did that because of the spreads, because some people have larger spreads, but if you can see, it tapped our key level perfectly. We did have a reaction, and the trade should be closed out. Another 64, 65 pips bagged. This is on top of gold, and also on top of our EURUSD shorts that got activated this morning. So a great start to the week, a nice setup. You should be out of it. So I'm actually going to remove. Actually, I'll keep it in case I need it for later in the week. But let's just look on the daily to see what can happen next. So yeah, we're having some reaction to 107.840. If we look to the left, it's been a nice support before, and here as well. So and I mean, even dating back to here, so it's a nice key level starting to the start of the year. So what we want now is maybe we can go for shorts, but right now the dollar is showing some strength. We can alternatively look for longs after we get a break and closure above 107.840. So nice bullish shift on the USD yen. So ultimately we'll be looking for longs. Let's take a peek at fundamentals. Today is Wednesday, so we had crude oil inventories better than expected. Awesome. So if you're trading crude, you should have seen some reactions there. The rest of the day is pretty quiet. Tomorrow is a major day. In particular, we have ECB at 8:30. So this is where they're going to talk about 7:45 actually is the monetary policy for the European Union, and then 8:30 the ECB press conference. So Draghi will be speaking. Well, I think it's Draghi. I think he did step down. Should be Draghi. Anyways, then we have USD CPI and core CPI. So major predictors of inflation and economic growth. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty major day for the Euro USD and most of the USD pairs. So let's take a look at Euro. I set a sell stop on the 9th, and it finally got activated, and even yesterday I talked about the short opportunity. So if we look on the 4-hour, we can see on yesterday's session I did talk about this channel that we created on the hourly, and it's within the channel. And we had a nice drop. Even yesterday I spoke about this level 110.280. We got a nice significant close, and our sell stop was activated, and we went as deep as I believe our first take profit, or very close to, but 863 entry was Our sell stop was at 150, 110, 150. So right around 28, 29 pips. So I did move my stops and entries. I did move my stops to entry and took some partials. But I'll see. I actually might let the trade be, and you can definitely book some profits. But maybe we can move our stop down a bit because the euro might be a headache and just retrace here and go down. But I think the euro is going down no matter what. So actually do not move stops to entry. You know what? You can actually move your stops a bit closer, maybe to I'll have to take a peek at the signal because this is yesterday's chart work. But I'll give an update on my Telegram channel where to put our stops. Make sure you follow the Telegram channel. It's t.me /rpforex, and I'll give the updated SL there. But right now we're printing a hammer, so we might it might be a headache and come retrace. But the overall price structure on the 8 hour, you can see it's down. Euro's going down. We have a channel within the channel, so this is a channel from the date. This is a descending channel on the daily time frame, and on the hourly we created another one. A nice bearish engulfing candle off the top trend line. So we can definitely see some lows. 108,900. Tomorrow is ECB, like I said, so we will be cautious. So after this live session, I'll take a good long thought about whether we want to move stops to entry or not, or just let the trade run. But pretty simple. When we have a lot of profits, the sessions are pretty short and to the point. There's not much else to talk about. Another great trade. Another possible trade we could enter is pound USD shorts. So we were waiting for these arrows to play out. We wanted that close above 123,730. We just didn't get it. We have multiple attempts. We had 1, 2, and 3 attempts to go higher. All pound USD doing is right now is using this current trend line right here. This 1 touch, 2 touch, and 3 touch trend line as support. Kind of like dynamic support. So what we want for shorts, since the dollar is depicting some strength on 9/11, what a coincidence. But we want a break below this trend line to go lower. So the dollar is on a very sad day. 9/11 is showing some strength and prosperity. So RIP to everyone that died. I was gonna say this in the beginning, but a very tragic day. But let's look forward to better times. But yeah, the dollar is showing some strength. So let's look for maybe a close below these previous lows to go down lower, because the pound is showing reluctancy to go higher. So let's look on the 2 hourly to see maybe possible entry points. So I'm trying to look for some trend line that I can draw just to get a nice idea of a shift in trend. So let me draw from this wick maybe. Don't really like that. Let us try from here. Yeah, don't really like that. So this is pretty ugly price action. If you zoom out on the hourly, on the 2 hourly, you can see it's nothing too enticing really. It's kind of doing these weird waves. Well, not really weird, but it's doing like major pullbacks, a nice a deep major up move, a nice deep pullback, major up move, mini pullbacks. What we should do, and we're already having a great week as it is, and we don't want to force the issue. We have created some hourly support right around here. Okay, so right around 123,179 or 123,200. We've created a lot of support. So we have a lot of activity here at this level. For me to say it's a trend shift, and I can use a trend line to kind of show this. I was gonna draw here, but I don't really like drawing trend line when price actions come together. No worries. What we can do is just wait for the overall break and closure below 123,174. Because when we look to the left, when we had that, we had the previous break of this level, we had a break, and we had these green candles come up and retest, reject, and we had a nice fallout to 122.421. So a nice 70 pip move, right? When we got that break of the level, and we can see on the left, we have a certain trading range from this 122.916 to right around 121.749. So this area right here is what we're looking at. I'll actually bring out the rectangle tool to show you guys. So if we do get a close below this level, we could target this as a first take profit and this as a second one. Okay, that's what we need to happen, and it goes along with our trading strategy. So longs obviously could be an option if we go back and do what the arrows say. Otherwise, we'll take the setup that the market gives us and go short. Gold. So gold continues to pretty much drop. I think the deepest we was 160 pips, and I have like such a small runner running at this point. It's like I might as well close it. But if CPI comes out great tomorrow, then I could probably bag extra pips. But yesterday, we went as deep as 170. So at the live session, we were somewhere here, right after we touched 150, and then we had a retrace, and right to let me see the fibs. So let's read all the fibs out. Awesome. So we had a nice retrace to the 38.2 fib level, and we went even 30 pips lower. So pretty nice trade. Gold, I think since I've been calling signals, we only had like 1 or 2 gold losses, so that's pretty good. But overall bias is short. Think I probably will close my runner out because we have created support at 1490. So if you can see 1490, let's zoom in. Price has been reluctant to go higher. For example, here it snapped back here, and then once again here it snapped back here, and now it's just resting. And usually when you have this scenario, and you'll see this often in Forex and even gold, most notably in gold, is when price has a major move, right? And usually the day before fundamentals, or even the day of, and it creates support at a level like 1490, which was previous support, and it tends to respect it. When price starts to kind of stall and just sit there, it usually just rockets up. I don't know why, but I mean, there might be many reasons. It usually rockets up or down, but most likely when it creates support, it's gonna rocket up. This could be during the time of the release, or even hours before. So don't be surprised if gold for some reason shoots up. It might not even be Trump tweeting anything. I'm just giving a warning. This can happen. So if you're in the shorts and you have a small runner running, just close it out. I'm gonna do the same. But be on the lookout for gold just randomly spiking up, because it can happen. And this is one of the likely scenarios where it will happen. Just a little tip from my years of trading, and my first year I was getting burnt by gold. That's why I don't recommend it for smaller accounts or novice traders. But yeah, again, gold brought in some nice profits. So in terms of potential setups, we have EURUSD. Hopefully that continues to fall without stopping us out at entry. Pound USD, we're looking for possible shorts. Let's look at Aussie CAD. So yesterday I didn't want to call the short, but I was reluctant, and thank God I didn't, because what happened was, and if you go back to the live session yesterday, the reason why I didn't want to go short was because of this level right here, 190, 130, and we can see why. Because we've had price previously rebound from this area, as recent as last week. I was very reluctant, right? The best entry for us was a close below and a retest to go lower. We did not get that. So since then, we've kind of popped back up to this resistance zone. If I zoom out, you can see this. You can see this nice trading range between this zone and this zone. So we actually have now a better entry to go short. Obviously, I don't like what it's doing right now with the bullish engulfing. But if you look at the risk reward for this swing trade, if we do enter it, you can even make your stops a bit higher, is 4.21. So this is why it's always better to get the best entry. It's not good to rush it. So when you were down here, a lot of intermediate traders would have entered short, but when the major move happens, you want to wait for a retest or a better entry to go short. And if we move this over, we can see we did make a a inverted hammer. Since then, we've kind of created an indecision candle right here, and now we're kind of reacting pretty bullishly at this zone. So we're always going to be pretty fluid in our biases, and so if we do get a break above, we could look for intraday longs to 198.49. So right around 50-ish pips from where we are right now. It is Aussie CAD, so it doesn't move as many pips as other pairs, but nonetheless, the setup. Likewise, if this candle just flicks back down, we can get a better entry short to go all the way down to here. So another possible setup, and one setup I did want to talk about, CADCHF, which we kind of missed out on, but oh my god, this is beautiful. And so CADCHF, believe in the last 2 weeks of August. Let me actually explain the initial analysis. So you can even see the arrow. But in the last 2 weeks of August, we were talking about CADCHF, and we drew this this bottom trend line right here with the first touch, the second touch, and we had the top trend line here. So we were creating a pennant pattern. And what CADCHF did was actually broke out, and on the smaller time frames, if we look at the daily, we had multiple days of just, when we broke, we had multiple days of retesting the bottom of the triangle, right? And what we were looking, we had a couple shorts in here, so I believe we shorted once here, twice here, and the third time we shorted, we got burnt. And I think that was when China came out and said they want to deal with the U.S., right, to end the trade war. So since then, what we did was we wanted longs, right? And what our criteria for longs was a push up, right, which we had, a break, a retest, rejection, and we can long to right above here at the top of this trend line of the triangle pattern, of the pennant pattern. And if you look at the arrow, it pretty much went right to where we said it would, and we're reacting right off that level. So yeah, the miners have some setups, and it was one we missed. We just haven't looked at CADCHF in so long, but if we look at how many pips it moved, this is going to depress me. But hey, the idea was there, so a confirm would be here somewhere in the lower time frame. 124 pips. So yeah, what we can do now is look for shorts. So what this move told us was our idea was right and the analysis was there. What it also tells us is this top trend line for this pennant has some confluence, and it's not just a coincidence. It is there. It's a reason. There's a reason why it's there. So if this candle closes the way it does, an inverted hammer on the daily, that's good enough confirm for me to go short. And because we're at a trend line, our stop loss is going to be pretty tight. Let me just show it to you guys. And this is what I mean. I do a lot of stuff at Forex Lens. I'm in a different time zone, so I won't be able to catch every single setup. But if you learn how to trade, you can start trading on your own and make the calls and be on the charts at different times of the day. So this is what we can have: 2.7 risk to reward to the bottom of this trend line, even lower because we are in a trading range. So CADCHF. A trade setup missed, but it's fine. The idea was there. We can always bag the short. So this is another live session. It is Wednesday, so I do like to trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when the markets are moving. So be on the lookout for maybe one or two more signals. We do have ECB tomorrow and the dollar, so a lot of pairs are going to be affected, even if it's not containing the dollar or the euro. So let's be safe rather than sorry. Did I miss anything else? These videos are going to be on the portal to watch at your leisure within the hour or two. So if you need to go back and look at some things I said, you can do so on the portal. And if you need any help, just email support@forexlens.com, and they can relay any questions you have to me. So another live session. done, and a nice week. We're up around 200 pips, depending on if you took gold or not. Even if you didn't, we're right around 110, 120. So we're on a good start. Hopefully Euro can pay us some more and we can bag maybe Aussie CAD shorts or maybe CADCHF shorts. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern on our portal for another live session. Be safe if you're gonna be trading ECB. Don't get hurt. Don't blow your account. But I'm Forex, and I'm logging off. Have a great day and happy trading.